According to CBS, the United States has developed detailed plans for ground operations inside Iran, including troop deployments and procedures for handling detained Iranian forces. This marks a shift in U.S. military planning under Operation Epic Fury, from long-range strikes to on-the-ground control scenarios. Pentagon officials have prepared comprehensive arrangements for deploying US ground troops into Iran. The report specifically notes that multiple meetings have been held to determine how to manage captured or surrendering personnel from Iran's regular military and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, including detention site selection and classification protocols. Elements of the 82nd Airborne Division are already in the deployment phase. According to CBS, current ground operation plans focus on two key objectives. The first is the seizure of Kar Island, which handles nearly all of Iran's crude oil exports. To force Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, the US is considering exerting maximum pressure by occupying or blockading the island. The second priority involves deploying elite special operations forces into bombed nuclear facilities to recover or secure enriched uranium, preventing it from entering the black market or being used to build dirty bombs. The US Department of Defense and intelligence agencies have developed a special operations plan codenamed Clean Sweep. Fully securing these nuclear materials could require up to 1,000 special operations, troops conducting long-term ground security and clearance missions. Experts note that because Iran's centrifuge arrays and uranium stockpiles have been buried under rubble from earlier airstrikes, US forces would need to bring heavy excavation equipment and nuclear, biological, and chemical defense units into the area, an extremely high risk task in a combat environment. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araqi confirmed in a 15th of March CBS interview that Iran's enriched uranium stockpiles are currently buried beneath structural debris due to US and Israeli airstrikes. But he insisted that these materials remain under strict supervision by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. In other developments, Iran has stated it is prepared to allow Japanese vessels to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Iraqi told Japanese media that Iran is not seeking a ceasefire, but rather a complete, comprehensive, and lasting end to the war. He said Tehran is ready to assist in ensuring the safe passage of Japanese ships through the strait and emphasized that the waterway remains open to non-hostile nations. He confirmed that Iran has held secret talks with Japanese Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi regarding the security of Japan's energy supply chain, with discussions still ongoing. Iraqi reiterated that Iran rejects any temporary ceasefire proposals, instead seeking a full and lasting resolution to the conflict, including compensation for damages and legal guarantees against future attacks. More than 90% of Japan's crude oil imports come from the Persian Gulf, most of which must pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Many Japanese oil tankers have been forced to remain in the Gulf of Oman or ports in Dubai. According to maritime reports, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is developing a vetting system for vessels transiting the strait. Approved ships must submit detailed information in advance regarding cargo ownership and destination. Some reports indicate that certain tankers granted passage may also be required to pay substantial security fees. By granting exemptions specifically to Japan, Iran appears to be attempting to create divisions within the global escort coalition being organized by Trump. The United Arab Emirates has effectively suspended entry and transit for most Iranian nationals, citing high-level national security precautions. Air Arabia, headquartered in Sharjah, has implemented the strictest policies. Even transit passengers are generally being denied boarding to avoid situations where Iranian travelers could become stranded at Sharjah airport due to flight cancellations or airspace closures.